This is Sandy at Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. And a few weeks ago, I talked about chitting potatoes so that they were ready for when you go to plant them out. And we talked about making sure that we had really good eyes on our potatoes before we went to plant them. And how I do that is I just put them in a bucket or a tub, let them have light but not direct sunlight, and see how nice you get those great big eyes. And then you're ready to plant. But I don't plant them outside right away. I make a label, I put them in a pot. We use paper towels so that the soil doesn't come out when we water them. And you can see that we're just going to pile soil on top of there. And that way they can start to grow. They don't need any light right now. And I just smooth that soil out. And when I have all of them done, I can move them over to the greenhouse where they can sit on the floor so that they can start to grow. And remember, they don't need any light quite yet. So they're all in the greenhouse. They're just waiting to start to grow. And when they're ready, I'm going to take them outside. So now we're at the community garden, and you can see that the growth is about 4 to 6 inches on each of those potatoes. And I have 3 of them planted, and I have dug another hole. And we're going to plant this one. And it's just a matter of flipping it out. And you can see that the paper towel has started to biodegrade, and you can see a lot of roots from those 3 potatoes that I put in each of those pots. And so I'm just going to flip it over and put it into the hole that I made. Now you could use trenches. It's just easy for me to use a hole. You press it down, but not too hard, because those roots are very, very tender right now. And so I'm just going to backfill with soil all the way around the plant. Now you could literally bury the plant, but at the community garden, good soil is at a premium. You can see my neighbor's weeds coming through their fence already. It's just the life in a community garden. So I'm just backfilling around there. I'm going to try to put some soil in between each of those plants, but what I'm really going to cover it with is straw. And so we have that packed in around there, being gentle with the roots. And I'm just going to go from one hole to the next. And I actually have 31 pots of potatoes. So I want to make sure that I label each one of them. And so I have them written on a stake. We just push it in the soil. And I'm just going to go and plant every single one of these potatoes. And I'm just putting them around the perimeter of this plot so that I can have a lot of other vegetables on the inside. And I'm using straw to cover up my potatoes, and as they grow bigger, I'll put more straw. And then it's really easy to harvest. And you can see that I've just packed that straw right next to the fence so that I'm hoping to stop some of the weeds from my neighbors. And I have just 3 more to do, and I will be done planting all those. And I will keep you updated.